Hey everybody, welcome to Dealing with Dementia and Caregivers Forum. Appreciate all the feedback I've been getting on the videos. Been very helpful. I look for the good, the bad, and the ugly. Always try to improve on what we're doing here, which is mainly dementia awareness. So today, came home, average day, nothing crazy really going on, until cleaner came today, and without me knowing, my mother was on the phone, and cleaner came, and she sent her away for good, period, with no excuses. Just, I don't want the cleaner anymore, which was kind of weird. Even the cleaner was shocked because we had talked about this. It goes back to the memory loss thing. I was right there when the cleaner said, "I'll be back Monday." Okay, everybody said okay, that was fine. But clearly the confusion is just getting worse. Even when you talk to my mother, she just has that blank stare a lot of the times in her eyes. It's a glossed over look. And I have noticed that she is definitely forgetting how to use little remotes, the TV remote, little things. She'll ask questions and on what does this do, what does that do, how do you tape record things, and this is stuff she should know because she used to do it. But ever since the guy in the TV took over the TV, she canceled the cable. So it's been a month or two or something like that. And when we got back, of course, she forgot how to use everything. Of course, this happened again with the cell phone, which finally we got her a track phone, a prepaid track phone. And you would think things would just solve themselves, but as people keep telling me, there is no solutions. It's just going to get worse. You got to learn to deal with it and cope with it somehow, some way. So, the basic stuff, forgetting how to use the cell phone. And she can push buttons and she can talk, and there's basic stuff, but she has trouble with texting and little stuff like how do you get back to this one. She doesn't understand sometimes that where to put the text, then how to send it. Stuff that she did know. Again, it comes and goes, and you kind of forget about it because she has such a realm of problems, and that little subject will just get tucked away and she won't do it anymore. It's just something you accept with the dementia. Let's see. Yeah, the concoction of the fantasy person that took over the cell phone, the computer. I got this guy I think he's from Elder Care, I'm not sure. He seems like a really nice guy. He seems like he's helping her. I don't know. It's kind of like he's not even sure that I think know what's going on with her, because he's up there fixing her computer, and I know for a fact her mind changes so often because she can't focus on one thing. I was sitting right next to her probably a few days ago, and I heard her say to the HughesNet, "I want to put it on vacation, the service, for a couple days to a week." And you come home the next day and it's back on, and I just can't keep up with it. It's really tough to pinpoint, which means it's tough tough to help her. Yeah, just I don't know, little things. It wasn't a bad day. She wasn't nothing really huge problems. It's pretty quiet. I think because she was distracted by the computer guy and what he was doing. Of course, I was not up there. I have learned to pick my battles. You can't be everywhere. You can't beat everything. You can't solve everything. It would have been a little strange for me to be everywhere she is. The poor woman still deserves her privacy. But this was not a bad day. She actually ate dinner today. A little late. She does get distracted, and she just doesn't like her leftovers, so everything's got to be fresh. She kind of develops problems. Yeah, maybe not the word develop. Creates problems of a problem. Like she wants everything freshly made while being picky on what she wants to eat. Like I said, those the steak tips she made, they're just sitting in the fridge going bad. No one's gonna eat them. She might mention, yeah, let's put them in the freezer, and once they go in the freezer, she'll forget about them, and I don't know. I just don't know what's in them. I don't know how she made them, what she put in them, and I just can't trust her cooking anymore, and I don't know. But it wasn't a bad day today. She seemed kind of happy with the computer guy, whatever he did, whatever they were doing up there for a couple hours. She said they were working on the computer, and right now he seems to solve the problem that she creates, but I know for a fact it never lasts. Her track phone, she still wants to go back to the store, and I have no idea why. I'm assuming her mishaps and not being able to do some of the functions, she's created these problems, and she's got to go back, and I just don't have the time. So whoever wants to take her, whenever we get around to doing it, I just haven't seen her pull out the cell phone at all. And the other thing is, there's been a puzzle on the table that I've been trying to distract her with, and it still sits there in the box, I think a month after, and it was given to her, and you try like heck just to, don't want to say deflect. I mean, I'd love her to start a puzzle, but again, the focus doesn't last very long. I was reading about, I don't have it with me, I think it's the frontal lobe dementia, or some part of the front of the brain where people get nasty, and it kind of sounds like what she has, but I looked up the symptoms, and they kind of go with what's going on, but this, like I said, there's a little something else mixed in there, and it's tough to pinpoint. And of course, you won't go to a doctor, so all you can do is do the best you can, caregiver wise. And still, her being very secretive and paranoid, it's tough to follow up. You kind of, when I get home, you gotta kind of run with whatever's being thrown at you, not literally, but whatever subject comes up. She could be on her way out the door, she could be going someplace, someone's coming over. It's like, okay, you kind of shoot, from the hip and kind of go, and whatever's coming out of her mind, just run with it and try to understand it. Because you got to remember, she's had all day to think about what's going on and what she's created. And I don't know, but all in all, she's had a lot worse days. And I think the computer thing, the distraction of the computer, trying to figure that out, that was a good thing. Like I said, stay out of the crosshairs. It's good for you, it's good for her. Mainly it's good for you as a caregiver, because you just don't want to get caught there, because it can last and get nasty. And that's how burnout happens. So anyways, this is just a quick little video of another day. As long as things stay calm, we're having a good time. But I'll bring you another video soon if things, the roller coaster of life, happen, and I'll be videotaping it, because that's really what we need to get done, is show everybody out there what's going on in the little moments of craziness, of dementia, and try and help each other out. Anyways, I did like my cleaner. I hope I see her again someday. She did a good job. She's a nice person. Anyways, this is Dealing with Dementia Caregivers Forum. All comments are welcome down in the comments, and any questions, I will be glad to answer them if I can help somebody out, or if someone has some answers for me, then by all means, send them my way. Hey, have a good night. This is Phil. I'm out.